Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Burn Pancakes podcast. I am your host, Katie Fensky, and I'm getting ready to celebrate the holidays. I'm bringing on a special guest who I found on Instagram. I've been following her for a while at the Holiday House 6 because Christy has so many really fun and simple ways that we can celebrate the holidays all year round with our kids. But not only that, I found out that she lives in a historical house on a farm. So I just want to pick her brain about what mom life is like for her and what special things she has planned for celebrating the holidays this season. Hi, Christy.
Perfect.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I am very excited. I was bugging you for the last couple months to come on because I love your content online. It's so cute. So you are the mom behind the account, the Holiday House 6. It's just the best content. I love it. So why don't you share how old are your kids? Because I know you have 4 boys, right?
1 girl, 3 boys.
1 girl, 3 boys. Okay.
Yeah. So my oldest is my only girl.
Okay.
She is 12. And then I have a son who is 9, 6, and 2.
Awesome. Okay. Our boys are about the same. I have 9, 6, and 3. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's why when I saw you posting like football stuff, I'm like, yep, right there with you.
Yes. Yep. We have a long haul of football years ahead.
Mm-hmm. Our season just ended last Saturday. So now I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. Ours too. And we're right into basketball now.
Oh, of course. Okay, so your account is the Holiday House 6. So I learned that you not only live in like a historic farmhouse, but you live on a farm. So tell us a little bit about the historic house, and then we'll get into
Sure. So this house that we live in was actually built 1867. So it's well over 150 years old, but has been in my husband's family for over 100. They bought it in 1920. So it's actually been in my husband's family and loving history and traditions.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't say no when it was offered to us. So
he grew up in that house then? He grew up there?
He grew up in this house. His dad grew up in this house. His grandpa grew up in this house.
Oh my gosh.
Great grandpa. So yeah. Yes. That's and now cool. I always say if this house could talk, I'd love to just step back, for a day and see how they celebrated and all the things that happened here.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Is the upkeep really hard? Because my mom has not that old a house. Her house was 1905. And I'm always like, oh man, this foundation. And is it hard to keep up an older home?
It is a little bit trickier. It's trickier to find people that still work on old homes because ours is still like horsehair plaster. So normal, like nowadays plaster guys kind of don't want to mess with it. So it is a little trickier. You got to find the secrets of the trade and find people who can do it.
Is it the same? So my mom lives like in a historic neighborhood where a lot of the homes are older. So to do work on the house is a little bit harder because they have to like follow code and stuff. Is it the same?
No, we are out on 200 acres. So we aren't kind of in any neighborhood township. We can do what we want to do.
Okay, so then let's talk about that because the other thing you shared, not only the holidays and traditions, but you share about farm life. So when you say, oh, it's chore time today, like my chores are like cleaning the bathroom, vacuuming, but your chores are like farm chores. I want to hear about that. That's such a fun
one. So my husband does it. This is his full-time job, farming. We milked cows and actually sold all our milked cows last year. So now we are custom raising calves, which right now we have about 250 calves on bottles that eat twice a day.
Whoa. So you raise them to sell to other farmers?
Well, we raise them for other farmers.
Okay.
Like if they don't have the space. So we custom raise them to a certain age. And then once they hit that age, then they go elsewhere.
Wow.
So
my mom grew up on a dairy. So my grandpa was a dairyman, but she talks about her childhood like it was the best thing ever. Like, the haystacks and then they had tons of space. I mean, I live in California and we've got, feet in our front yard.
Yeah, right.
So it must be so fun.
Yes, I'm happy we made this decision. The kids love it. Yeah, their chores, the kids at school talk about unloading the dishwasher and putting their laundry away. My kids are like, oh, we go out in the rain and snow and ice and feed cows every day.
Wow. Do you have to hand feed them, or is it like
Yep, these ones actually get a bottle, which is oh my gosh, maybe like a liter.
okay.
And they drink that twice a day. They also get grain and water, obviously.
Oh,
but my kids love doing, well, I shouldn't say love it, but they know they have to do it.
Yes.
My oldest son is really into it and actually just gets home from school and goes right out.
Oh, I mean, and
Yeah.
what's cuter than a baby cow, right?
Yes, right.
So cute. Oh, so fun. Okay, so let's talk holidays, because that's like your specialty. If
Yes,
you're
I'm
not
not the
following her
partner.
on Instagram, go follow. This is the perfect time of year too. So
Yeah.
are the holidays always something that you've always been really into? Like, what sparked your interest in celebrating the holidays?
So yes, holidays have always been huge to me. I actually grew up with my grandmother in our home until I was 13, from birth to 13. And she had the biggest heart for the holidays, wanted to make sure everyone was involved. Everybody felt that love and happiness. Everybody got a gift, no matter if she knew you a day, she was going to bring you a gift and make you feel special. So I grew up with that just joy and happiness around the holidays. And I think I've just inherited that from her, that it makes you feel so special, like every holidays we're celebrating, because they're special and they're fleeting. With your kids, it goes so fast. And one day we won't get to create all these little memories for them. So do it while we can.
So fun. Yeah. And I feel like it's so like the tradition that you carry on with your family. I think my mom was talking about this with me, and she was like, there's just that connection you have to family when you have those ongoing traditions. And I'm like, I have a hard time with change. So if we do anything different, like we deviate from tradition, it's like, but that's not how we do Christmas Eve, because I like to tap into, my grandparents, my mom and dad. That's special. So you just celebrated Halloween. You had a really fun party for Halloween. Do you want to tell us about that party?
Yeah, so this is actually our 10th year doing that. And that is for girlfriends. Now my girlfriends' girlfriends are starting to kind of come and ask to come. So it's just been a great tradition that we started. And that's the thing about traditions, is once you start them, people want them to continue. So be careful. Yeah, be careful what you start, because you are going to be known as that and you're going to continue to do it.
So fun. So it was a witch's brew party, right? That you just did? So fun.
So all the ladies dress up and we enjoy, themed cocktails. We play a couple games and just chat.
I love that. My friend does a bunko party every Christmas, and it's the same way when she doesn't do it. Like this year, she's like, we're sure we're going to do it. Everyone's like, oh, you're not going to do it? Like, we do that every year. It's so fun. Okay. So with the Christmas holidays coming up, what are some special things you do for your kids?
Okay. So, Christmas is my favorite, of course. And we start with holiday movies. We do a countdown to Christmas. And then we also do a cookie day, which people think, what is that? Like holiday baking, which my grandmother started. And we all get together. I have one sister and her boys. We get together, we wear aprons, and we cook cookies all day long. And then we plate these up and give them to neighbors or friends or teachers, or, after the big C, we don't give them out to as many people as we used to, but we enjoy cookies for a long time. And it's just a day of music and dancing in the kitchen and getting dirty. And sometimes we do gingerbread houses, all the traditional holiday hoopla.
So fun. What is your favorite? Because I know you have a lot of like fun breakfast and lunch little snacks. What's your favorite for Christmas?
Oh goodness. Well, I always do a staple monkey bread, or like a caramel bread in the morning, because my kids look forward to this, like I said. And then charcuterie boards are super fun, and my kids now look for those because they know I do them for most holidays. And then a breakfast pizza. I do have a breakfast pizza recipe I'll share. It's super easy. That's another thing. I like quick and easy. With 4 kids, you kind of have to.
Yes.
But we do every morning as well. So
You got one with you too.
yeah.
Do you find, okay, so I love checking out Pinterest. Do you find ideas or have you just been like doing this so long? You're like, oh, we're making those mummy dogs. We're making this.
Yeah, I do. I mean, in my early 20s, yes, I was a Pinterest queen. I was on there pinning like crazy. And it was my favorite like downtime thing to do. But now I do feel like there's a couple staples that stick out in my mind, or I can tweak something because I've seen like if I have googly eyes in my craft bin, I can think, oh, I can stick that on a banana and it can be spooky. So it's just grabbing things around the house that
Like keep it simple, right? I
yeah.
loved, okay, at Halloween, you showed you take marshmallow whip or fluff and just like smear it on a cup and make black Sharpie eyes and then fill it with chocolate milk. I'm like, that is brilliant. Like a little
Yes.
ghost cup.
Most of the stuff
So
you have in your house. Yeah.
oh my gosh, that was so cute. I'm like, I'm going to try that one. But I
Thanks.
love everything
Good.
you do, though, seems like doable and simple.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
Yeah.
like
And that's what I try.
production.
Yes, that's what I try to do. And then my daughter, like I said, she's going to be 12. She's now kind of implementing and doing the things because she's watched. Yeah. So it's,
she's
they are
carrying
simple.
on the tradition,
Anyone
just
can
like
do.
grandma.
Yeah.
Because I do notice, like, even just these little things my kids will ask for every year. Like this
Mhm.
October, they were like, Mom, when are you making mummy dogs? You know, like the wrapped hot dogs.
Right.
And I was like,
Yeah.
you remember, like, oh,
Yes.
it's made an impact. You love that. And
Yes.
I love the holidays, but I also love keeping it like simple and doable.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yeah.
what are some traditions that you have in your family at Christmas time? Do you have anything that's like, we do this every year besides your cookie day?
Yep, cookie days for sure are a big one. We do every year. The kids look forward to it. And then we also now go to Christmas lights. And I will make hot chocolate. I will make a little basket of popcorn and their favorite goodies, take it in the car. Everyone's in their jammies, and we go look at Christmas lights.
Oh my gosh, cute. Because that's,
Yeah.
you do movie night a lot too. And you have like snacks for that.
We
And
do.
yeah.
Yes,
Is it
tonight,
like
actually, Friday movie night. So tonight
Friday
we
night?
have one coming.
I
Yep.
love it. Because I think you posted once, like it's a very simple thing that you can do, but it's something that the whole family can look forward to, especially mom.
Yeah.
I used
And
to
that's
think
kind of
like,
how we started it, because by Friday you're tired of cooking, you are tired of cleaning your kitchen. Pizza you can order in, you could do it, frozen, whatever your kids like. You can switch it up even, 1 week do frozen, 1 week order from somebody's favorite, or and it can be easy. So
and that's where you do your cute charcuterie reports, like your
yeah,
snacks and stuff. That's so fun.
yeah.
Okay, random question. What's your favorite frozen pizza?
Ooh, we've really been into Red Baron lately. We get those, and then my kids love a good like French bread pizza. So I buy the French bread pizza sometimes to pick that up.
My boys tend to go for the DiGiorno, so I'll have to try.
Okay, yep. And stuffed crust. My kids love stuffed crust.
Yes. But it's so fun. Like Friday night, I am like so excited now. Like mine are old enough to watch a movie, the whole like screen time, whatever. You're not worried about that. You're like, just sit and enjoy. And I'm gonna enjoy the movie. That's so fun.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I have some would you rather or like this or that questions for you in terms of the holiday. So I thought this would be fun. Okay. So this or that, Halloween or Thanksgiving?
Ooh, I love them both, but I'm going to say Thanksgiving.
That was a hard one.
It was.
How about candy cane or candy corn?
Candy cane.
What about Home Alone or Elf?
Ooh, Home Alone. It's tradition. I'm gonna pick that one.
Us too. I love it.
Yes.
My husband, I got him 2 years ago, the Home Alone Lego set. And we put it out every year now. I'm like, yeah, we're a big Home Alone family. What is your kids? Is that their favorite Christmas movie?
Home Alone and Grinch. We always every year do Grinch, and we do a big movie night with that one with lots of treats.
That is so fun. I like the newest one. Like, remember there was like a Jim Carrey one that came out,
Yeah.
and then of course the animated one. I love the old one.
Yes.
That newest one that came out just a couple years ago. I'm like, oh, this one's so good. Okay, what about trick or treating or passing out candy? But now when I hear the size of your property, I don't think you get trick or treaters. Do you?
We don't get trick or treaters. Before children, I loved passing out candy. I loved seeing the kids in their costumes, made a whole night of it, decorated the foyer and whatever. But now I really enjoy going with my kids and seeing their excitement. So
do you
trick or treating.
have to drive to a neighborhood then? You can't.
Yes. Yeah. My parents aren't too far from here and they are in a neighborhood with a couple acre lots, but still I can drive them from house to house. And
oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So our neighborhood, so one of the streets that's like maybe not even a half a mile, like a quarter mile away, they go all out with decorations. And this year it like made the news. It was in the paper to the point where it was like bumper to bumper traffic on all the streets like around us. That. My mom buys hundreds of dollars worth of candy and was like, I was out by 8. It's crazy.
Wow. I love that though.
Okay. Pumpkin spice or peppermint mocha?
Pumpkin spice.
Oh, okay. Because you're a big Starbucks fan too, right?
I am.
Oh, yeah. Starbucks or Dunkin' Donut? Which one?
Oh, I'm going Starbucks, and I know I might get haters.
Oh gosh, no, not at all. I was so excited because the like Christmas, the holiday drinks are out now, and I'm like, I'm ready for one of those. Okay, holiday shopping now or wait till December? Do you do your shopping early?
I do. I am a shop early. You can find great deals now. And the sooner I start, I feel the less stress when you're cramming.
I always try that and I never end up making it. Okay. What about building a snowman or going caroling?
I'm going to say caroling. My family comes from a background of singers. So we sometimes karaoke on Christmas Eve. You never know what's going to happen.
Love it. Oh my gosh, how fun. Does it snow by you?
Oh, yes. Yep. We get a lot of snow here.
Okay.
In the Midwest.
It's like 86 degrees at my house right now. So no.
Oh goodness. I think it's 45 today.
Oh God. So it actually feels like fall by you.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Okay. Last question. Real tree or fake? Christmas tree.
I do a real tree. Or I'm sorry, I do a fake tree.
Okay.
Did you grow up because of allergies?
My
mom always did too. She did a real tree up in our main living room, more formal tree. And then we had a fake tree in our basement for our kid tree, we called it. I did grow up with 2 trees in the house, one of each.
How fun. Okay. If people wanted to find you on social media, which they should, because you've got so much great stuff, where can we find you?
So on Instagram, it is the Holiday House 6, or on Facebook as well. You can just search the Holiday House 6 and there I'll be.
Awesome. Okay. And then last piece of advice for moms going into the holiday season, it could be very stressful. What are some tips that you have for enjoying the holidays?
All right. I guess my biggest tip is do what you can. Don't compare yourself to everyone else and their holiday traditions. If your holiday tradition is a tree in every room, go for it. If it's one tree, one candle lit, don't let the pressure of everyone else get to you. You do your traditions the way you want to do them.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you so much. I will let you get back to your farm chores, but thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I hope this one gave you a little bit of inspiration for the holidays, and it's just fun chatting with moms, like hearing just your perspective on life and what you do with your kids. So I really appreciate Christy for coming on. I appreciate all you listeners who tune in each week. I'm hoping I'm bringing some laughter and cheer in this crazy, hectic time that we're in right now with the holidays approaching. So until next week's conversation, let me remind you that everyone burns their first pancake, so just keep flipping.